What's up, guys? My name's Captain Stillwater, and welcome to Week 3 predictions. Alright, so here we are on the esportssmitegame.com homepage. Looking right here at the top, we see the Week 3 layout. There's obviously more games because there's 9 games a week, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 2. Are there really only 2 other games that we're not looking at? No, there's definitely way more than that. I lied. There's a lot more games. I'm a liar. But one thing I'm not lying about are my Week 3 predictions. So let's just jump on into it. I'm not really going to go into too much depth as to, I don't know, player breakdowns and things like that. Starting with Game 1, on Day 1 of Week 3, we have Enemy versus Allegiance. Originally, I would have said Enemy's going to 2-0 Allegiance, but with Enemy having gone in a 1-1 split with Denial, I mean, what's Allegiance's record right now? What are they? They're 1-3. See, I feel like predicting this game really relies on how well Lass is gonna play. But as of right now, I believe I'm going to keep this as a 1-1 split between Enemy and Allegiance. I think Enemy has their weaknesses, and I'm hoping that teams are paying attention to each other and seeing how to exploit each other's weaknesses. I don't think Allegiance is very strong right now. I expected them to be a little bit stronger than they are. So this is a hesitant 1-1 split. Maybe a 2-0 by Enemy, but I'm probably just going to say 1-1 split. Okay, so Game 2, Day 1. Denial versus Soar. I feel like this is a little easier for me to say. I expect Soar to 2-0 Denial. Not that Denial doesn't have a chance of getting the split. They definitely do. But I feel like, Benji's played really well in my eyes. Not that the rest of them haven't, but I just, it's hard to say. Like North America, actually, I feel like both leagues are actually pretty close. I mean, there's some teams in Europe that I'm more or less significantly easier at choosing. I think a lot of the North American games look like they're going to be splits. But I think Soar has the capability of 2-0ing Denial. I think Baskin's team looked really strong. And I guess we'll have to see. So 1-1, 2-0 for Soar. Can I, write things in here? Can I? No. Sad days. I guess I could have done this on my season ticket in Smite, but too late for that. Game 3, Eager versus LG. Luminosity came back alive Week 2 and showed us that they are definitely here to stay. They are here to fight. Eager also looking really strong, but who's gonna win? I don't know. This is gonna be a really good game. Right now I have it as a 2-0 for LG because I think LG's kind of, after Week 1, where they struggled, I think they really put in the time and the effort. We saw the interview with Barracuda post their Week 2 game, where he said they were practicing and they were doing much better. I expect LG to be capable of 2-0ing this. But like I said with the previous ones, it could be a split, but I'm going to say 2-0 LG. This is a 2-0 for Soar, and this is 1-1. Leftovers Paradigm. Leftovers have been performing pretty well. But with that said, the only games we've seen for Paradigm were Paradigm versus Fnatic, where we expected Fnatic to be better than they were, and Paradigm versus Panthera, where Panthera has just been slapping everybody like they're a bunch of children. So for me, this is a 2-0 for Paradigm. I think this is going to be a week where they show how strong they really are and why teams need to be afraid of them. Torpedo Gaming versus Hungry for More. Honestly, though, Hungry for More haven't been playing well at all. Obviously, all the teams have shown light in certain ways, and all the teams have shown weaknesses in other ways. I hesitantly have this labeled as a 1-1 split. Torpedo, so far, what are they, 1-3? Yeah, they're 1-3. I think they have a lot of promise. Game Hunter brought the Apollo to the solo lane, performed really well. Carino has his moments. Ninja Bobat has his moments. Murder and Moex link pretty well. So I think Torpedo Gaming has a slight advantage over Hungry for More. Who's on Hungry for More? Who are the 5 men on this team? Oh, this is the Ataraxia pretty... yeah, we're going to go with the 1-1 split. I think Hungry for More definitely have the ability to beat Torpedo, but I also think Torpedo can beat Hungry for More, so we're going to go 1-1 split here. Next game, Dignitas versus the Cringe Crew. I have this labeled as a 1-1 split. The Cringe Crew look really strong, respectively to where they are. So if we jump on over to their team, they're 3-1. I think Shaggy Shank and Zashu have been playing really well. Not that Emilzy, Repicos, and Kiro haven't been. I think this current support meta, Emilzy's been a little weak. When I say support meta, I mean the meta that is in existence, and the perspective of supports, where they're so weak and so squishy early that they can get easily picked off. But I think Shaggy Shank and Zashu have been playing really well. Shaggy Shank arguably carried his team in those games. Dig. Oh, Dignitas. See, I feel like we haven't seen them enough for me to really assess how well they're going to do. Suntouch played really, really well on his Bacchus. The Dark Dodo brought us the Chang'e on the solo lane. So, I don't know, a little off and off, but I think this is going to be a 1-1 split. Moving on to the next game, Fnatic versus Panthera. I think this one's a little bit more obvious. Not that Fnatic is bad or has been playing poorly, but Panthera has simply just been destroying everyone they've played. So this is a 2-0 for Panthera. The next game after that is Dig versus Paradigm. I think this is going to be a 2-0 for Paradigm. I think Paradigm, once again, is going to show how strong they really are, just like the game against the Leftovers. I think Dig has a decent chance against Paradigm, but decent? I feel like I need to choose my words a little bit more carefully when I do these. They have a chance against Paradigm to win. It's not that teams don't have chances to win these games. I mean, maybe against these people you don't have a chance, but you have a chance against every team you play. I just think Paradigm is really gonna, after losing to Panthera, their record's 2-2. Just by looking at it on paper, you're like, oh, they're not playing that well. But in reality, they're good. They're really good, and I expect them to 2-0 Dignitas. The next game, Envy versus Randozos. I think this is also... Oh god, why are we scrolling? I think this is also a significantly easier game. I think Envy's going to 2-0 Randozos. Randozos have not been performing well. They're definitely a bottom tier team, and Envy's definitely towards the top. The game after that, Allegiance versus Envy. This one I want to look at a little bit more closely because once again, I don't like... Allegiance has the ability to play at this level, but they're going against this team. And so Mast, for me, has been an iffy. He's been a big iffy, but not jiffy. He's definitely performed well, and he's also been questionable at times. But you have MLC Stealth, Cyclone Spin, Kiki, and Omega. And Omega's probably going to win his lane. MLC Stealth plays extremely well. I mean, they played Lumi, and Lumi just kind of... ex-Cloud9 kind of just pooped on their old mid laner. So I think this is going to be a 2-0 for Envy over Allegiance. But I want to see Allegiance play. They were so good in relegations, and then they came into here, and now they just don't look that good. But I think that's just kind of the skill pool. They're playing against people who are just that good. So 2-0 for Envy there. And then the last game of Week 3 is the Cringe Crew versus Panthera. Cringe Crew have been playing well, but you're going up against Panthera, and I seriously, at this point in time, don't think very many people are going to be capable of beating them. Unless you pull out some crazy jank shit and it works, or Panthera pulls out some crazy jank shit and it doesn't work. That's what I expect. So, recapping all the games, going back to the start. Oh, whoops. Scrolled one too far. We have Allegiance Enemy. This is going to be a 1-1 split. We have Denial Soar, I think 2-0 for Soar. Eager LG, I think 2-0 for LG. Leftovers versus Paradigm, I think it's a 2-0 for Paradigm. Torpedo versus Hungry for More, I think this is a 1-1 split. Dignitas versus Cringe Crew, I also think this is a 1-1 split. Fnatic Panthera. That's a 2-0 for Panthera. Dig Paradigm, I think it's a 2-0 for Paradigm. Randozo's Envy, 2-0 for Envy. Allegiance Envy, also notice that they play back-to-back games on back-to-back days. I think this is a 2-0 for Envy, and then last but not least, Cringe Crew versus Panthera, and I think this is a 2-0 for Panthera. I don't think we're going to see as many splits in Week 3 as we did in Week 2. However, we might. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Shout out what you guys think is going to happen. You know, if you disagree, you agree. Give me your comments. Tell me your feedback. A lot of people have been putting out SPL prediction videos. So far, my Week 1 was pretty bad. I'll be honest. I didn't do that much research, and I was like, oh, this is what's going to happen. And then it didn't happen. I mean, a lot of us probably expected LG to be better than they were. But that's just 1 out of 9 games. And then Week 2, the only 2 games I screwed up were the Cringe Crew games because I did not know how well Cringe Crew were going to come out and play. So Week 3, hopefully I improve again. Maybe I get all the games right. Maybe I get none of them right. Let's hope. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all next time.